Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Abbotsford Canucks Game 5 that happened last night, because this one was so close. The series was so close. Abbotsford was so close to be winning the Calder Cup on home ice last night, and they did not. It was Game 5. They now have a 3-2 series lead over the Charlotte Checkers. And one thing about this game is that I was at the Coquitlam watch party that was at the Coquitlam Community Center that was set up. So yeah, I got to experience this game with some other fans. This game was a little bit of a heartbreaker. It went into overtime, and I will mention what happened in overtime later. But for now, let's get into the first period. So, the Checkers got the first goal with 6 minutes left in the first. Ben Stevens, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that name correctly, got the Checkers on the board first, and it was just a good shot. Nothing really to say about that. And then Abbotsford would tie it up 1-1 with Linus Karlsson getting a goal, and yeah, that made me very happy because I'm like, we're in this. One theme throughout this whole series is that the Checkers have been out shooting the Canucks into oblivion. And that proved tonight or last night with the shots being like 45-30 or something like that. So I guess not like into oblivion, but they are out shooting them a lot. The second comes around, and Checkers score again 3 minutes into the second. However, after this goal is when things got a little bit dicey, because there's a scramble, or not a scramble, but more so a kerfuffle of players, and it ends up being 4-on-4. Or no, not 4-on-4. Abbotsford gets a power play out of it. And then while Abbotsford is on the man advantage, the Checkers decide we're going to take another penalty. And so it was 3-on-5 for a little bit. And they cashed on that with Archie Baines getting a goal. And I am glad that they got a goal on that 5-on-3, because if they didn't, I don't think I would have been in a good headspace mentally. And then they still had the power play, because one penalty is over, but the other one still has to be served. And then quickly after that, Karlsson scores to give Abbotsford the 3-2 lead. And then halfway through, or just over halfway through the second, the Checkers would score to make it 3-3 going into the third period. There would be no scoring that would happen in the third period, though. And so that means that we need overtime. And in overtime, Abbotsford had like 3 or 4, something like that, chances. Unfortunately, they could not get anything by the Checkers goaltender. And then the goal that ended this and sends it to Game 6 was extremely unfortunate and extremely just crappy in every sense of the word, because Puljujärvi behind the net, that name sounds familiar, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a 3rd overall pick never really did much in the NHL. Anyway, he's behind the Abbotsford net, and he tried, at least I like to think that he tried to send it up the middle into like the slot area for a teammate to score. However, the puck never gets to any sort of teammate because that puck bounces off of a Canuck defender's skate and into the net. I cried too. Yeah, so that was the game. It was pretty cool doing this or watching the game at a watch party because I don't know, large crowds. There's something about being around other fans. So yeah, game 6 is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I'm pretty sure. It's in Charlotte, so I don't know if there's going to be a watch party at the Abbotsford Center or where else, but I think that place that I was at last night will have another watch party. So let's, as Vancouverites, let's gather around this team and send them all the love so they can close this out in 6. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Click like, click subscribe, comment your thoughts on the game, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.